This is the iPhone 17 Pro Max, and I have been using it for 2 weeks now, and this is probably the most solid iPhone Apple has made to date. So let's take a quick trip down memory lane. The best iPhone that Apple has ever made, which is definitely not arguable in my opinion, is the iPhone 13 Pro Max. Now, the Pro is also a good one if you had that. I just have the Pro Max, so I think Pro Max was better because of the better battery life. But the Pro Max was stainless steel with all-day battery life that was truly all day and came in gorgeous colors. And the iPhone 17 lineup for the Pros is definitely the first iPhone that I feel comes close to that. This is the first time we got a true redesign. We got that camera plateau, the unibody design, and of course that cutout for your MagSafe and wireless charging. But it compares in battery life. Now, this is also the first time that Apple has given us a vapor cooling chamber in the iPhone, and thank God we finally got a proper cooling system in the iPhone, because I cannot tell you how many times the iPhone cooling system has just not been it. I know personally there have been times where I would charge my iPhone or whatever, and it would just get insanely hot, or I would just be on Twitter or Instagram and my iPhone is just at the point of boiling, that I would just shut it off and go do something else because my phone was just way hot to the touch. This iPhone, the second it gets hot not nearly to the degree that it used to, but the second it gets hot, you give it about 20-30 seconds, it'll cool down almost immediately, and I'm more than here for that because it is just so nice. Now, up next we have the cameras. Now, the iPhone 17 lineup across the board got new cameras for the front. And I have to say, I have never been more excited for a camera upgrade than finally upgrading the front camera. I think the last time we had an upgrade might have been like the iPhone XS off the top of my head. And considering the fact that the iPhone XS brought us to a 12 megapixel camera, and now we are on an 18 megapixel camera with center stage and an all new square sensor, it truly makes the difference, because cannot tell you how many times I've taken selfies horizontally and then almost drop the phone, or you have that weird like I need to hold it like this so I can get everyone in the shot, but I can't make it and then it doesn't work. Well, now with that all new front camera, you can actually just rotate it sideways, and that to me is such a useful feature, as I can't tell you how many times I would take selfies, and if I could take a selfie like this of everyone versus having to go like this and then almost drop the phone, or do that weird kind of move where everyone has to get around you or past the phone, it was just a lot. And now I can literally just click a button and have my iPhone adjust the shot so I can hold my phone in portrait and take a landscape selfie. That to me is just so nice. Now, the back cameras, they are all 48 megapixel now. Before, we had two of them at 48 megapixel with the 16 Pro, and then before that there was one. Now they are all 48 megapixel, and honestly they seem very good. The photos look nice. I really have nothing more to say than the photos look nice. I feel like the back cameras on the iPhones for years have been amazing with all of the stuff Apple does. You really don't have any issues with that. Now, they did suffer in low light, and Apple did just release iOS 26.0.1, which apparently is going to help low light on the 17 lineup, so I have not been able to fully test it out, but I can't imagine that they probably fixed whatever the issue was and made low light photography even better on the 17 series. But that to me is just scratching the surface, because we have iOS 26, which this iOS 26, when I had it on my 16 Pro Max after I installed the public release, we were off to a rocky start. And then finally, as time went on, iOS 26 seemed to be better. There are some weird bugs I experienced, but then I got my iPhone 17 Pro Max, and iOS 26 was truly made for this phone. There has really been no issues with iOS 26, and it has just been truly amazing. But let me know what your thoughts are down below, because the iPhone 17 Pro Max is definitely going to be my iPhone for the next year. And honestly, if you're getting this phone and not replacing it after a year, this is a completely solid phone to do, because just look how gorgeous this is. I did get the silver color, and I do have a case on it right now, but it does come in cosmic orange and deep blue if you want something different. And hey, Apple is finally giving us bright colors on the Pro lineup, and I am more than here for it. But let me know with a comment down below what feature you were most excited for if you got a 17 Pro or Pro Max, or if you think there's something that Apple completely missed the mark on. Let me know with a comment down below, and while you're down there, if you want to hit like and subscribe, I'd appreciate that as well. And I want you to remember that today is a good day to make a great day, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.